Aiden Cruz had always dreamed of a moment like this, but standing backstage at America's Got Talent, that dream suddenly felt too heavy to hold. His hands wouldn't stop shaking, and every time he tried to breathe, his chest tightened. He glanced down at his old sneakers, the same ones he used when he sang at small fiestas back home in Cebu. His mother had cleaned them until they looked almost new, whispering, "Anak, your voice will shine brighter than anything you wear." But now, hearing the roar of the audience on the other side of the curtain, Aiden wasn't so sure. The lights looked blinding, the hall looked enormous, and the judges were legends. Especially Simon Cowell. Aiden grew up watching him on YouTube, reacting to singers who were twice as confident as he felt right now. A stagehand motioned him forward. "You're next, sweetheart." Aiden swallowed hard. His throat felt dry. His legs felt weak. But he forced himself to step out. The moment he walked into the light, everything inside him froze. Thousands of eyes stared at him. Camera lenses pointed at him from all directions. The room fell into a strange, charged silence as he reached the center of the stage. Simon leaned forward, elbows on the desk. "Hello. What's your name?" Aiden's voice trembled. I'm Aiden Cruz. I'm 14. I'm from Cebu, Philippines." The audience murmured softly, some curious, some doubtful. Aiden noticed. His nerves doubled. Sophia smiled warmly. "You're so young and so brave to stand here." Aiden tried to smile back, but his lips barely moved. "Thank you, Po." Simon asked, "And what are you going to do for us today?" I'm going to sing." "What made you choose this song?" Simon asked. It's a song my mom loves. She said, if I sing it from my heart, people will feel it." A quiet hush settled over the auditorium. Aiden nodded at the sound engineer. The soft intro began. A gentle melody floated through the room. Aiden closed his eyes for 1 second, just one, and in that second, he imagined home. The smell of the ocean. The crowded streets. His mother selling food at the local market. His little brother cheering for him during backyard performances. He reminded himself why he came here. Not for fame, not for applause, but to give his family a chance at a better life. Then he sang. The first note was soft, trembling, but beautifully pure. People straightened in their seats. The second line came out stronger. The third soared. The auditorium shifted. The audience stopped murmuring. Someone gasped, audibly. Aiden didn't notice. His eyes were closed, and for the first time since stepping on stage, he stopped being afraid. His voice rose, smooth and golden, rich with emotion beyond his years. He delivered long, controlled notes with the power of someone far older. The arena felt suddenly small, filled only with his voice and the goosebumps it created. Halfway through the song, Aiden opened his eyes. He saw people standing. He saw hands over hearts. He saw Simon, staring at him, completely still. That look nearly made Aiden's voice crack, but he steadied himself and pushed into the final chorus with everything he had. The last note rang through the room like a wave, rising, rising, rising. Then silence. A breathless silence. Then the explosion. The audience erupted, roaring to their feet. Heidi clapped with her whole body. Sophia's eyes glimmered. Howie shouted something joyful, but Aiden couldn't hear it through the thunder of applause. What shook him most, though, was Simon. He wasn't clapping. He wasn't smiling. He wasn't even speaking. He was just staring. Aiden's heart dropped. Did Simon hate it? Did he think Aiden copied someone? Did he think it was nothing special? Simon slowly stood up. The whole auditorium fell quiet again. Even the judges watched him closely. He walked toward the stage, stopping just a few feet away from Aiden. Aiden's breath caught. Tears welled at the corners of his eyes. Simon spoke softly, but the whole room heard him. "That," he said, "didn't just surprise me." He paused, letting the tension thicken. "It stunned me." Aiden let out a shaky breath. The audience cheered again. His knees felt weak, but he kept standing. Simon walked back to the judge's desk with the slow confidence of a man who'd made up his mind long before he even sat down. The audience knew something was coming. Aiden felt it. His heart thumped painfully against his ribcage. Simon rested his hand on the golden buzzer. Aiden's eyes widened. No, is he? The world seemed to stop. Then, boom, the golden buzzer slammed down. The music burst into the air. Gold glitter exploded from above, raining over Aiden like a storm of sunlight. The crowd screamed. Aiden covered his face, tears breaking free from his eyes as the wave of emotion overtook him. His body shook. His legs folded. He dropped to his knees, not from exhaustion but from pure disbelief. All he could think was, "Mama, Mama, I did it." Simon walked onto the stage as the golden confetti continued to fall. He reached out and lifted Aiden gently to his feet. "You," Simon said, "are the reason this show exists. Remember this moment, Aiden. You're going to be a star." Aiden cried harder. Simon pulled him into a brief but warm hug. The audience kept cheering. Some were crying. Some were shouting his name. The judges were standing, clapping, moved by the purity of the moment. Aiden looked out at the sea of golden lights bouncing off the confetti. He took it all in slowly, the noise, the joy, the cameras capturing this once-in-a-lifetime moment. He wasn't just a kid from Cebu anymore. He was the boy who shocked Simon Cowell. He was the boy who made the world stop and listen. He was the boy who sang his way into a dream he never thought he could reach. And as he walked off stage with confetti still stuck in his hair, he whispered into the air as if his voice could travel across oceans.